Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another worth the buy or nah foundation tinted moisturizer review. I'm going to be doing it on the fairly new YSL Touche Eclat all-in-one glow. Now I went ahead and actually applied my Estee Lauder Day Wear Matte moisturizer because I know I'm putting on something that's gonna look more radiant and glowy and dewy. I want to make sure that my skin is just prepared so that it can handle it and it's not wearing something that's going to be like too oily as a base, and then applying this on, it may be a little too much. So that's why we're doing first a matte moisturizer. Now this is what it looks like in the inside. I picked this up at Nordstrom's because they don't have it at my local Sephora. I'm really excited about this. It does have sunscreen of 23. It says that it is fresh, dewy makeup, natural medium coverage, long-lasting hydration, which I know some of you girls and boys love hydration, especially if it's really cold where you live right now, and it's supposed to be oil-free. Now, I don't mind a good hydration, trust me. What we're gonna test this out more so is to see how it feels on the skin and also how it wears. If it gets very, very, very oily and just nasty, then it may not be the one for me for oily skin, but if it does stay just hydrated and looks fresh on the skin and radiant and dewy, then I can tolerate that, you know what I mean? Also, I will be reviewing this for my ladies who have dry skin because I know you guys love stuff that says dewy, glowy, hydrated, I know that. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. And let me look at my receipt real quick. This was $48. Once you add the tax, well, Maryland tax is $2.88, so it ends up being $50.88. So it's not too bad, but you definitely get a good amount of product in here. You get 1 ounce, like 1 full ounce. And I think that the packaging is super convenient, super friendly for the girl on the go, you know, whether you're just running errands or you're going to the gym and you quickly need something to apply afterwards, stuff like that. I think this is awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this side with my sponge, which I always use, this Morphe sponge. I will have it linked down below because it's my favorite. And we're just gonna take the product. It does feel nice and hydrating. Like, it feels good. It does, once you press it down and kind of really touch it, it does feel very like, very lightweight, very kind of wet. It does have like a nice smell. It smells like flowers, but it's like subtle. It's not like super intense, but it has a nice scent. I actually kind of like the look of it. Like, it looks very fresh. And it says that it's a buildable coverage, so we're gonna have to add a little bit more, which is fine with me. I like to build products sometimes better than just knowing that it's full coverage off the bat, because I can really see how far this can go and how good this can cover. But I like this. Do you see the difference? Like, I feel like this looks like my skin. Like, if I were to go out right now, people would be like, oh my God, your skin is so like smoothed out and evened out, because up close, it legit looks just like skin and it looks so fresh, which is really good. Like, do you see that? You can still see some redness. So we're gonna go back in with a little bit more product and just cover that up because we definitely don't want that to be like noticed. But compared to this side, you can see that there's a big difference. I do quickly wanna say that I think the color looks great so far. This is in the color B50. Yeah, BD50 Warm Honey. I will have it in my description box down below. But once you go in the face, I feel like it does a good job of really getting in the skin and not just laying on top. It does a good job of making sure that your face looks polished, but also it's getting that hydration underneath. From what I'm seeing, I feel like this would look really good on ladies who have dry skin and need that extra hydration. Now, I have really oily skin and I feel like on my skin it looks really good right now, but I can see how somebody who has dry skin would really benefit from this because it just feels so lightweight. It doesn't feel like you have anything on, and once you press this product onto the skin, it has like that wetness feel to it where it's instantly hydrating your skin. So that is one side covered. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is glowy, it's dewy. If this isn't your cup of tea and you're an all matte girl, this is not gonna be for you, but I have to say that now that my skin has been acting so much better and it's smoothed out and just cleared up a lot, I feel like I can really appreciate my skin for what it is, and I feel like lightweight products that don't require too much foundation or too much coverage like this, they just make me really happy. So now, per usual, I'm going to be taking my Delium Tools Precision Kabuki brush. This is my favorite kabuki brush right now to apply foundations. We're just going to be pumping it out. I actually really can appreciate a pump like this, and I feel like this is the type of thing that I would carry on in my luggage when I'm traveling and I just want to do a quick makeup. I feel like this would be really good makeup for like going to the beach or like, you know, just doing something outside. I feel like this is fun makeup. Traveling as well, it's super easy to apply and it just cuts down your time when you have something like this to travel with. So you can see when you first apply it, you definitely get a sheer finish. So as soon as you see that and you apply it, you're like, oh my God, this is way too sheer. Like, why does it look like this? Just know that it's a buildable coverage. You're not gonna get automatic bam, you know? But I like this, especially for every day, because you have the opportunity to decide how you want to wear this. If you want to wear this more full, then you can add a little bit more. If you want to wear this more sheer and you don't have that many imperfections, you can just leave it like this. Now, I do want to say, I'm noticing right now that if you're using the brush, you want to probably use a little bit more. I didn't use too much on this side, and the coverage was a little bit more sheer than it was when I used the sponge the first time on this side, and I think it's because the brush really blends everything out and distributes it super quickly that you're able to kind of get a more broad amount of product everywhere and have it a little bit more sheer. But I have to say the sheer coverage right here still looks really good on the skin. Like, it gives it that natural, this is your skin, but better type of look. Okay, there's a little bit less product on this side than this side. This is just with one pump of the product that I use the brush, and I think it looks really good, but I still feel like I could add a little bit more to cover this redness. But if you guys don't suffer from redness and you have pretty evened out skin, I think less is gonna be more for this, because it does give you that quick pick me up look. As you can see, I'm getting it right here right away. Now that I've applied it with both, I have to say I think it looks really good with both the brush and the sponge. But I do feel like if you wanted to distribute the product faster and you're not going to be blending too much, use the brush. It will distribute it faster. When you first apply it, you'll see a little bit of sheerness because it is kind of applying it everywhere and really blending it out, as opposed to the sponge when you're really just blotting it on a specific area and you're starting to see like fuller coverage quicker and quicker as you go in that area. You'll see the difference, but I feel like with either or, it looks good, but it just really depends on your preference and how you like to build up the product. Okay, so immediately it looks super fresh. It does have a little bit of a glow that's coming from within. It's nothing too crazy, but you definitely get the glow right away. I like it right now. I feel like it looks great. I feel like it's adding like a natural highlight to my skin. You know, sometimes the highlight that we add like can be too intense, but I feel like this is adding a natural highlight from the high points of our face right away. It's not clinging onto any of my texture whatsoever, which is always a plus. I feel like it smoothed out my skin or any texture that I may have had. And I feel like also right here in the middle where I tend to get some dry patches, there's no dry patches whatsoever. It looks just smooth, clear, and beautiful. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now, like I always do, is finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back and give you guys my first initial impressions on how this wears and how it wore with the rest of my products. So we can go ahead and start our day and see if the Touche Eclat all-in-one glow is worth the buy or not. So stay tuned. So I went ahead and applied the rest of my makeup. I have to say the blush blended out really well. I think it's because the product is so lightweight that it's not gonna like break apart anything. It looks phenomenal. Concealer, I used the ColourPop concealer and I loved how it looks. Excuse my like crusty ass hair. I just didn't know how else to do it today, and I'm just gonna be running errands all day, so I was like, there's no point in me doing anything too fancy. But I really love how this foundation tinted moisturizer thing looks. I think it looks so good on the skin. It looks healthy. It doesn't look overly glowy once you put it on. I was scared that it was just gonna be like super glowy off the bat, but it's not like that at all. And you could always go back in and kind of like blot it down with some powder and it'll look fine. I didn't do any of that. I just left it as is, but I think it looks so beautiful. It looks so much like skin that I'm just like, oh my gosh, this looks so good. So those are my first initial thoughts. Everything is really, really good so far. I'm hoping that this is going to wear very nicely so that I can give the YSL Touche Eclat all-in-one glow product a really good review because I just love the fact that it is so lightweight, it is buildable, and it's very wearable for every day. I feel like we all need an everyday makeup product that will just work really well, and I am seeing that right off the bat from this. And I also like the fact that it doesn't look like it's like either super glowy, and it doesn't look matte, it just looks like skin, it looks normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and carry on with the rest of my day, and I'll be back at the end of the day and give you guys my final thoughts on this Touche Eclat all-in-one glow foundation, so we can see if this is worth the buy or not. So stay tuned. I am now back. It has been a long day, but I am so excited to talk about this foundation. I would say that this is more of a natural skin-like finish. If you're looking for something that's gonna like cover you to the maximum capacity, like Huda Beauty or like Kat Von D type of situation, you're not gonna like this because this is definitely a buildable product, which does require you adding a little bit of product, you know, as you please. So I feel like this product is definitely like a spot-on amazing product for my ladies and gents who need something for like everyday life. Especially, I feel like this would be fantastic for when you travel. But I think that this is exactly the product that I would take if I'm traveling, you know, to a different location, or if I'm going to be at the beach. This is something that I would also just gravitate towards because it has a sunscreen, it doesn't have bad flashback, it complements the skin so well, and it does not feel like you have anything on the skin. I feel like as the day went on, it just sunk into my skin so well, and it looks fantastic. The one thing that I did notice though is that it does transfer a little bit easier than some other foundations. Like there's some areas where you can kind of see like my skin a little bit, but it still looks really good for the most part. So that's just something to notice that I would say is like more on the negative side. But everything else about this product is so good. My skin looks flawless. I was really expecting this to make me look extremely oily throughout the day. Like I was expecting me to come back here and look like a glazed donut. But I do not look like a glazed donut. I feel like I have just the right amount of radiance, and I am not wearing any highlight whatsoever. Like this is my natural radiance highlight from this product, and just from my natural like dewiness that I get. So that looks really awesome. It saves myself time. I don't have to go back in and apply a highlighter when I use this. I can just put this product on and it will highlight the points of my face that need to be highlighted. And I also have to say, price-wise, $48, I don't think that's bad for this product. I think that's a really good deal because a lot of YSL products are super duper expensive. I think it's worth every penny of the $48 because this looks so good on the skin. It looks like skin. Like people came up to me today and they were like, wow, like what do you use to keep this nice radiance in your skin, and how does your skin look so smooth and even down? I'm like, oh, it's just my YSL foundation. So those are my final thoughts. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this worth a buy or not video. If you guys have any other suggestions on future videos, or if you guys have tried this YSL product, then please let me know your thoughts on it because I think this is a really good find, and I feel like I would have never tried it unless you guys requested it, because seeing that whole all-in-one glow, I was like, I don't know if that's for me. So I was just kind of hesitant, but whenever you guys suggest stuff and it's like a new product, I definitely will always try it out and really find the tea out. So this is a winner in my collection. I can't wait to continue wearing it. I'm probably gonna do like a no makeup look using that because that's the type of vibe I get with this. But nonetheless, if you guys enjoyed watching this video, then please give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know that you guys enjoy watching these types of videos. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you become a member of our family here on YouTube, because I wouldn't want you guys to miss a video for the world. We have so much fun here, and I always hook you guys up with the best foundations and worst foundations when I need to tell you to, you know, stay away from stuff. So just go ahead and subscribe because I would love for you to join this fun ride. With that being said, I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys!